Welcome to Study Loop.
Hi, from the question given that a shop which sells t-shirt as demand function and the total cost function is given as P is equal to 240 minus 10Q and total cost function TC is equal to 120 plus 8Q. So, in part A, we need to write down the equation for TR and the profit. So, TR is equal to PQ. So, this is equal to 240 minus 10Q times Q. So, TR is equal to 240Q minus 10Q square. Now, we need to find the profit function. So, profit is nothing but total revenue minus total cost. So, here the total revenue is 240Q minus 10Q squared minus the total cost will be 120 minus 8Q. Therefore, profit function will be equal to minus 10Q squared plus 232Q minus 120. Now, let us move on to part B. So, for part B, we need to find the marginal revenue and the marginal cost function. Marginal revenue is differentiation of a total revenue. So, that will be equal to 240 minus 20Q. And the marginal cost function is differentiation of the total cost function. That is equal to 8. Therefore, marginal revenue will be 240 minus 20Q and the marginal cost function will be 8. Now, let us move on to part C. So, in part C, we need to find the value of Q when the firm breaks the even, that is, profit is equal to 0. Therefore, minus 10Q squared plus 232Q minus 120 is equal to 0, or 10Q squared minus 232Q plus 120 is equal to 0. Simplify this, we obtain the value of Q is equal to, so Q is equal to 22.67 and 0.53. So, at 22.67 and 0.53, the firm breaks the even. Now, let us move on to the part D. So, for part D, profit is maximized when MR is equal to MC. So, we get the maximum profit 240 minus 20Q will be equal to 8. So, 240 minus 8 is equal to 20Q. So, Q is equal to 11.6. Since the number of t-shirt cannot be a decimal or fraction, so we need to round it off to Q is equal to 12. So, for the maximum revenue, we need to differentiate the total revenue equation with respect to Q. So, then substitute it to 0 and then find the value of Q. So, at this value of Q, we get the maximum revenue. So, first MR is equal to 240 minus 20Q, which is equal to 0. For maximum revenue, we need to differentiate the total revenue. When we differentiate the total revenue, then we obtain the marginal revenue. So, marginal revenue is equal to 0. So, 240 minus 20Q is equal to 0. So, Q is equal to 240 by 20, that is equal to 120 by 10. So, that could be equal to 12. Hence, we conclude that we get maximum profit and revenue when the number of t-shirts sold is equal to 12. I hope you found the answer useful. Thank you.